Developing tonight, growing outrage after a bombshell report blowing the lid off of shocking sex abuse accusations at Chicago public schools. I'm Kristen Nicole.
And I'm Rafer Weigel. Now, these explosive allegations come in a Chicago Tribune investigation which exposes hundreds of reports of sexual abuse targeting students and accusations of rape against teachers.
Elizabeth Matthews live tonight with the latest.
Rafer and Kristen, these abuse accusations are district-wide. The victims include star athletes, students with disabilities, and kids on the honor roll. The shocking Tribune article shows, quote, police investigated 523 reports that children were sexually assaulted or abused from 2008 to 2017, or, quote, an average of one report each week.
When he pulled away for the hug, he grabbed my left breast with his right hand.
Kayana Aguilar was one of 18 former students the Tribune interviewed. When she was 17 years old at Hubbard High School, former security guard Walter Wells groped her more than once. He's now locked up.
I don't understand how he could have done that when in his job at that time, he was supposed to be protecting kids like us, not harassing us and making us feel uncomfortable in a place where we're supposed to find some sort of refuge.
As an 8th grader at Black Magnet Elementary, Tamara Reed told the newspaper she received texts from substitute teacher Aaron Williams Banks telling her he wanted to have sex with her and wanted her to send naked pictures to him.
I went home and my mom, she kept telling me like it wasn't my fault.
The Tribune reports former volunteer turned coach Gerald Gaddy at Simeon Career Academy repeatedly raped a 16-year-old athlete. The investigation shows over 40 times and sometimes in his school office. The newspaper states teachers, principals, and district officials often kept the abuse claims under wraps. It also claims they, quote, subjected young victims to repeated interrogations, inflicting more psychological pain.
I think that the students who were covered in this report were extremely brave.
Chicago Public Schools CEO Janice Jackson is pledging reforms in hiring, disciplinary actions, and training, making sure no other teachers groom students for sex abuse.
We want to make sure that people are familiar with that term, that they have a heightened sense of awareness around inappropriate behavior or relationships with students that sometimes lead to inappropriate relationships.
The Chicago Teachers Union responded to the Tribune report, tweeting they educated the newspaper reporters about CPS policy and the members' due process rights, adding, the union thanks every member of the CTU for all you do to safeguard the children in our public schools. Now, our report tonight only scratches the surface when it comes to the number of victims and the stories they shared in this 6-month-long Chicago Tribune investigation. Rafer and Kristen, back to you in the studio.
All right, very disturbing news, Elizabeth.